Dad, you talk a lot about affairs starting in childhood. What's all that about?
Well, that's a good question. The first few years of life are the most important. It's something in psychology we talk about attachment theory, and generally people evolve into three ways. We either become what's called securely attached, or we become anxiously attached, or we become avoidant. Anxious and avoidant are two ends of the spectrum. And there's other words that people use, but I'm just going to stick to those for the moment. And what we often say is the primary caregiver in the first few years of life, usually the mum, if the mum is really happy, safe, secure, content, doesn't have any issues in her own relationship, she's there 100% for the child. And the child, even though the child doesn't have words or language, the child just senses it, intuits it, and feels it safe, and that child will grow up into what's called a securely attached adult. But one of two things tends to happen. Either the mum's very anxious herself and that anxiety then spills over onto the baby, or the mother might be withdrawn or depressed, and that can also feed into the baby, and the baby sort of splits one of either ways. They either become very anxious themselves, or they become very withdrawn and avoidant. And the textbooks say 50% of people are securely attached. Personally, I don't believe that. I think it's nearer 1%. I meet very few people, when they've actually done some psychological work, who feel very secure in attachment style. And our attachment style then translates into all our adult relationships. And then when there's